So in closing, right, we have talked about the fact that how do we do what we do and why we do what we do, because in preparation of Malaysia being ready and Malaysia BE is back. All right. But with me today, how ready is ready? These two gentlemen that sitting next to me will tell us how ready our Malaysian readiness, if there's such an English word, right? And of course, we talk about implementation is key. And just now we were talking about collaboration is within the industry players is vital here. On my left, this gentleman here sitting, remarkably handsome here, is Mr. Yap. He is the CEO of Malaysian Association of Hotels, MAH. Can we call it MA?
Yes.
MA, all right. 20 years of experience in the hospitality and tourism industry. All right, his experience crosses hospitality, tourism. He sits on many advisory boards from universities like Taylor's, Berjaya. I think if I continue to list, it will be forever. So I will skip it. And then he also has been involved in Motex, a member of Motex star rating team, right? And he's involved in a few more HRDF committees and things like that. So we're going to skip him, but he's a very nice person. He's just not just hardworking. He is also very passionate in his work. Please welcome Mr. Yap.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you for having us here, having me here today. I think we need to bring, like what you said earlier, collaborations of the industry. We are more united than ever. We have all the different industry of the tourism industry together. This is the time for us to showcase our collaboration. This is the time to showcase what we have.
Yeah, fantastic. So that is a time to start, but the key is to continue. Because it's like golf. It's not how you drive, it's how you arrive. And with me, arriving with me, my co-conspiracy, Mr. Kenneth FONG, he is the Honorary Secretary of Malaysian Association of Convention and Exhibition Organisers and Suppliers. Kenneth, of course, has been in this industry since 2003. All right, he works as a sales director for MACEOS Worldwide. All right, and he has been serving in the association since 2014. All right, and he's been involved in talent development. He's been involved in a B forum for the industry. But with me today, what we want to cover is how ready is readiness as a backgrounder here. So we are doing TSAM in partnership with 4 key players in the tourism industry who are committed in increasing the market confidence in Malaysia. So instead of me briefing everyone, maybe I leave it back to both of you to give us a better understanding of TSAM.
Shall I start?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A bit of a history with TSAM. We call it TSAM, which is Travel Safe Alliance Malaysia. So it's an alliance of an components from the travel ecosystem. We have the business event, the conventions venues, we have the hotels, and we have another 2 partners who are not here. They are actually doing a launching in Sabah at the moment for TSAM.
That's why the president of Masha's there. Yeah.
So they are doing that in Sabah now, in KK, in SICC. We have MATA, the travel and tour operators, and we have a very important component also, the Malaysia Aviation Group, which is Malaysia Airlines, Fireflies, and MASwing. So the 4 components here, we combine forces into Travel Safe Alliance Malaysia, TSAM, to provide an end-to-end safe travel solution for anyone who wants to come to Malaysia. Not only we are open and we are safe for everyone. That's just in brief.
Wow, that's a very good summary.
Sorry, Mark, but this is a perfect example of a industry collaboration as well. And where we discussed earlier about collaboration. So just now you mentioned we drive and now we arrive.
Okay, when are we supposed to arrive, Kenneth, for this TSAM?
We are ready.
Yeah.
We actually arrive at our
arriving
objective. Yes.
Yeah. We're opening tomorrow anyway.
Success is not the destination, but the journey itself. We are
so
successful
the process
all
is
along the way.
continuing. All right. Okay. Tell me, what could TSAM plans involve? Like, for instance, is it how do you promote this overseas? It's not just about jago kampongness, right? It's not about us telling what we can do, you know. So they have the public, the confidence, right? The delegates, the exhibitors, the speakers, and everybody, the visitors. How do we communicate this across to everybody else?
Okay, I'll give a perspective on the hotel side. So what hotels are doing is that part of the TSAM is the certification for hotels. We call it Clean and Safe Malaysia certification. It's done by a independent party, Bureau Veritas Certifications Malaysia. So hotels that are certified, they carry the logo of Clean and Safe Malaysia. They carry the logo of Travel Safe Alliance Malaysia. And that is what they're going to promote to the world. Whoever wants to come to stay in a hotel, they look at this label, they look at this logo. This will represent a safe destination, a safe accommodation where we comply with all the SOPs, where we have all the precautions in place. You can bring your family, you can bring anyone you want, and it's still safe for you. That's all the perspective of the hotels.
So for MACEOS,
Yeah, from his perspective, from the hotel segment, it will be purely for accommodation.
Right.
From the business event side, Kenneth, the business event component, it's like whether it's conferences, whether it's exhibition,
Right.
you know, how does it impact and provide confidence overseas? How do we go?
Okay, so in MACEOS' point of view, right, so a lot of our convention centers are actually certified under BE Safe, also done by Bureau Veritas as well. So we got Bureau Veritas because they are internationally recognized as well, and they actually bring forward to this international recognition all around the world. So I think that way we should actually continue to promote TSAM overseas as well. So maybe in MICEP's events that when we go overseas, then we can actually promote TSAM in a bigger way as well.
So generally, you're talking about international certification, independent body certifying that the way, whatever perspective we put in place are in aligning with safety and other measures.
Exactly what you said earlier. We are not just Jago Kampong saying we are good. We have an independent international party saying we are
That's
good.
right. If just in case everybody missed it, would you like to repeat that statement again?
Which statement?
That statement, we are not Jago Kampong?
We are not Jago Kampong, but we have already arrived and we are safe.
Let me ask you next question, gentlemen. Are there any areas you think we need improvement, all right, when it comes to hotels and business events venues? Because it's not just hotels and ballrooms, it's convention centers, you know, public spaces or whatever, as long as things for business events and things like that. Because once the market opens, the FITs will come in naturally, as long as everything is there. But we are today talking about a little bit more further from the FITs. We are talking about more in terms of the business events.
I think generally speaking, I think that is, in terms of improvement, there's a lot of communication that we need to do as well, right? So a lot of stakeholders need to communicate well among each other so that the standard SOPs, or in this case, maybe if you assume that we are opening up, right, everything has to be communicated well. If you don't communicate well, then it's very difficult, and then everybody will be a bit, hey, you know what's happening kind of thing. Everybody's a bit confused at the moment. So I think we should actually communicate well. And within the TSAM members, we communicate with our members very well. So I think that should be continued in the long run.
But let me put you in the spot a bit, if you allow me.
Thank you, Mark. I know you're going to put me on the spot. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, but communication within the players is an internal communication. My question was, how do we communicate to stakeholders which we want them to come to Malaysia? Maybe you can help us.
I think what Kenneth mentioned earlier is that we have our representative, we have MICEP selling Malaysia as a business events destinations, but MICEP must also carry our products, our TSAM certifications into the international market and tell people we have this. And this is a huge advantage for MICEP or even the government.
Let me interrupt you there. I assume they are on board already.
Exactly, they are already
Okay.
with us. Actually.
Okay.
Not only MICEP, but Ministry of Tourism and Tourism Malaysia
great,
as well.
okay.
They are carrying our brands across the world.
Okay.
They're telling the world that we have this. So this is a huge advantage for the government because the private sector has done half of the job already. We are ready and we are putting this to the table to the government to use this. We are ready to be used. We
Fantastic,
want to be used. We are happy to be used.
You're happy, yeah. So yeah, in line with our topic today, Malaysia is ready. BE is back. And then when we say everything is ready, everything must come in perspective as a play together to move forward in that sense. We have a time countdown.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So for the last parting statements, okay? What is the one thing in your personal opinion that we should do as an industry to attract more arrivals and confidence?
Okay, we have been working on this actually. If you know hotels well enough, we got a lot of 4-star, 5-star hotels. We have international brands, and within the international brands itself, they have their loyalty programs across the world. They have millions and millions of members across the world, and that's where we can play a role to market Malaysia to this group of people. And they are all travelers. We are the ones that will channel this information to all these members across the world that Malaysia is ready, Malaysia is open. Come to us. We cannot rely entirely on the government to promote the country. We have to do our part to promote as well.
So from MACEOS, right? So we represent a lot of organizers out there, all right? And we just had a very informal talk just now that we are now ready. We are already selling Malaysia as a destination for a lot of conferences, for a lot of business events to take place right now. In fact, now we are really at DSA, all right, to have this quick interview here. And this is a very perfect example that business events is ready now.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much for your time and your thoughts that how we can move together. And thank you, most important is thank you very much for your willingness to put things in perspective so that Malaysia as a whole can move forward. And with that, I want to thank everybody, especially my two anchor finale guests here.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah, we had from every different ministry coming on board. We have other practitioners getting involved. We have MySEP getting involved. And we want to thank DSA NetSec Asia 2022 for allowing us and giving us this space to do it with NetSec Asia TV and Business Event Channel. We want to thank the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, MOTEC. And we want to thank MySEP. We want to thank Matrade, right? And we want to thank even Afika, all right? And we want to thank TSAM.
Thank you.
Should we pronounce it? TSAM, all right? And of course, Business Event Council, Beckham, all right? And MACEOS. And of course, naturally, ladies and gentlemen, for dialing in and participating. We hope that from today onwards, we as Malaysians will move forward as one to push forward business events because BE is ready. Can we do it together? At the count of 3, BE is ready, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. BE is ready.
Can I add one more?
Oh, you want to add? Okay, all right.
Think tourism, act tourism for everyone, not just the people of the industry.
Okay, so 5, 6, 7. Think tourism, act tourism. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Think tourism, act tourism.
Until then, we see you again. Have a great year ahead. We hope everything that you dream of will come to, and God bless.
Demi negara yang tercinta, dicurahkan bakti penuh setia. Demi raja yang disanjung tinggi, kesetiaan tak berbelah bagi.
Kepada pemimpin, kepada rakyat, hikmat diberi penuh taat. Sama bekerja, sama berusaha, setia berkhidmat untuk semua, rela berkorban apa saja. Amanah bangsa tetap dijaga. Kami berikrar penuh setia untuk
Malaysia is ready.